Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This guy, Drew, with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 706 for comics originally releasing February 1st and February 2nd. Before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, Drew, anything fun going on in the world of comics I need to know about?
I had a lot of feedback on the selling and sorting comics that I'm doing the project. Just Joe wanted to know what site I'm using to sell the comics. He's got a few boxes he wants to get rid of. Darren asked, how do you scan the books for the site? Looks like I can manually enter them, but I don't know how the scanner works. Aaron wants to know how I'm organizing my comics. Jeff wants to know if I've got any big comics so far. Lots of good questions. I'm doing it through mycomicshop.com, and you go down to the bottom on the left, it says sell your comics. It's like a little sell your comics link. And then it goes into this little interface where you can manually record the comics that you have to sell or that you want to enter into their system. And then you also have the option of using a scanner if you have a barcode scanner. And I have a USB scanner, so I try that and scan the ones that have barcodes, and that usually either pulls them right up or pulls the ballpark up. So like sometimes I'll scan a Batman and it'll give me like that arc, and I have to pick which one it is. It doesn't get the exact one for some reason, or maybe because I didn't scan it right or something, or I got a cheap scanner. That's quite possible. So sometimes it gets close to the right one, and sometimes it just pulls the right one up. So in my mind, it saves me time. It might not. If you got big runs, it's probably easy. It is way easier to just batch them. So you can just pull up this Batman volume and just scroll through and
check 1 through 15.
Check all the ones you have in the condition that you have them in, and then you enter those in, and as you're entering them in, you see if they're sought after by the My Comic Shop guys. So they'll tell you right there whether they want to give you anything for them and how much per each condition, or whether they might want it down the road, or they might not want it for a long time because they have plenty. So that's kind of the system I started with. And
so have you finalized yet? Because last I talked with you, you were you had sent some stuff and were waiting to see if they were going up or down.
Yeah, they've all arrived at Lone Star, and they're in the process of processing. They have they said that each order will take 10 business days. So I'm guessing that's Monday through Friday. So that puts it sometime around this week, early next week, based on when they arrived at Lone Star. So I should know next week how my grading lines up with their grading. That's my most interesting concern is I have comics that came straight from Diamond to Cowabunga, got bagged and boarded, came to my house, and I never even cracked it, right? Mm-hmm. It was a spec comic. And to me, those are 9.4, 9.6 at the floor. If you look at them, no broken spine, no bumped corners. They're sealed away, pristine. Their floor has got to be 9.4, 9.6, right? So that's kind of what I'm going to be curious if any of that comes back, and they're like, very fine. Well, no, that shouldn't be very fine because that was pretty brand new, pristine, unread near mint comic. So that's my most curious concern is my grading versus their grading, Because obviously I'm probably going to lean on the side of overgrading my stuff.
Yeah.
Because giving myself the benefit of the doubt, especially on something like, a Sandman comic that's the difference between a near mint minus and a near mint is, $60-$70. It's a big jump. So I'm definitely, gonna look over that, and if I can fudge it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think that could be a 9.4, and it might not, So those are gonna be curious, because like some of the comics, like you're asking about if there's any big money comics in there. Like most of my big money comics have already been cherry picked and sold via eBay long time ago, and but some things have bubbled up since then. So like Sandman got hot, Hawkeye got hot, Moon Knight got hot, so a lot of that stuff is selling really, really well, and I could probably do a lot better selling them individually, but I want to try this system out, and this is, to me, it's one ship, sit back, collect, check. Don't deal with crazy eBay buyer who says it never arrived, or doesn't like the condition matching the pics, and have to deal with all that kind of crap, right? And eBay fees and stuff like that. So so I kind of like, for this first batch, I just kind of like, whatever they want, if it feels good and it's not breaking up a run, I'm gonna send it to them, and I'm just gonna see, and I'm hoping that I'll find out this week, like, how I did, and I'll definitely be transparent about it, because I want to report out so that you guys don't go raiding your collections and start firing boxes of stuff off to them, and then I find out, well, they're really terrible graders, and really, really, really conservative graders, which I've heard they might be. So we'll see about that. But yeah, there's been some very pleasant surprises of things that have really popped, and just a lot of fun surprises that aren't huge money, but it's like, oh, it's free comic book day that they're giving you $10 for it. That's pretty cool. I got that for nothing. That's kind of cool. Or like quarter bin stuff that's hot, popped. Was excited about that, so I'm curious when that comes in. I'll report out some of those finds. And that's a lot of fun. Aaron was asking about organizing. What I was doing at first, and Kyle, you tell me where I'm going wrong here. But what I was doing at first is I would just grab a box, and it's just embarrassing how bad it's gotten. Like,
yeah,
there's just no rhyme or reason anymore. Like, I used to be really good at, having my stuff organized, and, like a comic shop, nice and easy to find stuff, and in a sensible order. But I was just pulling boxes, like, just jammed full, and no rhyme or reason at all. And it was really depressing. Like I did not do a good job of organizing it. So what I started doing was, I would just take a box and scan them all, decide what I was going to sell out of there, and the stuff that was left, I'm just breaking it up into my big four. I read basically DC, Marvel, Image, and everything else. Those are my big four. Those are my big four. Like, if you like collection, the way I read, it all kind of breaks up into fours like that. And so within each one of those subsets, within that, I would alphabetize all my DC, and alphabetize all my Marvel, and all my Image, and then all my every other publisher would get alphabetized as one big conglomeration. So that's how I was organizing it, and then I'm about half. I would say I'm about halfway through my collection now, and I think I want to just knock out like a full subset. So I think I'm going to take the second half of the collection, and I'm just going to separate all the Marvel, DC, Image, and others, and whichever one is the smallest, I'm going to just process all that, and then have it completely done. And then so I can say, okay, now all my Image is completely organized, and then I can go to the other one because like this has taken forever. I mean, I don't know. Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago that I started this?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it. And, of course I have a job and I'm just doing this on the weekends. And occasionally when I have some time in the evenings, I'll do something. But it's taken a lot of work and time and effort. So I want to get it to a point where it can be done and I can keep it that way. Mm-hmm. So I'm also like gutting my big closet back here so that it can be like a walk-in comic shop and out of the way, but I can still access everything. I'm going to see if that works. Maybe not. It might not. I'm not sure. But I would like to get to the point where I'm hoping its Image is the one that I can get done first. But the other thing that's kind of happening that I'm discovering is, my God, I bought a lot of Image. My God, I like I was just like in love with every single series from like 2012 to 2016. I was nuts for Image.
Well, we missed Saga and we missed Peter Panzerfaust, and we'd pledged at that point in time that wasn't going to happen to us again.
Yeah, but it's been really interesting to look at some of this stuff and then the back half stuff that just these weird, obscure titles that what did I see in this? Why did we get this? I have no idea. And it's been really odd. And another thing I've discovered is, like, I was, building these runs of these comics that I liked. Like, of course, like Walking Dead and Saga. I was doing a pretty good job with those. But then there was, a lot of comic series that I would, like, have a great run. And then I'd just, like, for some reason I just forgot for, like, 3 months or 4 months to buy that. And there's this huge hole in it. And I'm like trying to look then. So then I have to decide, okay, do I chase those, fill in my missing comics, complete that run to sell it as a complete run? And, is the value there then because it's complete? Like for Why the Last Man, I think I'm 3 comics away from that complete run.
And of course, 1 and 2 are the ones that are missing.
No, I have those.
Oh, yeah, that combo issue.
Yeah. So I'm counting that. But I have like it's like a $15 issue, like 4, and I have 2 others, like maybe 10 and 7 or something like that. That's missing. And, so for less than $15-20, I can finish this out and then sell it as a complete run. And those are going for like, $250-300 pretty regularly. They're selling pretty well. So that makes sense to me, right? I should probably do that. And
what I would do is one of your My Comic Shop bundles that you sell, do credit instead of cash and use that credit to fill in some runs.
Yes, I think that's a great idea, and that's one of the things I did. Is I earmarked one box just for credit, because I thought, well, there'll be something I want there, and it made it. I just didn't know how much I would want to spend with them, but it turns out quite a bit.
That's what I was just about to say. This is going to turn into where you're spending just as much as
I might end up trading.
I know how this...
Yeah, I might end up trading a lot more. And then I was looking at like Ex Machina, and Ex Machina, I thought I was a lot closer than I was. And like I said, I'm only halfway through my boxes, so I might find more Ex Machina somewhere. But it doesn't look like... I still have like maybe 10, 12 to finish that 50-issue run. And, I was looking on, some of the sold runs for Ex Machina, and it's not that great. It's selling for $20 for the whole thing complete, or 30 or 40. And I'm like, well, is it really worth it to chase these 10? I have to pay $20 to get 10 of those at least. Maybe a little bit more than that, because they're going for at least $2 or $3 a piece. I'm like, is that even worth it just to get to that? Just to either have it or to keep it to sell? No, probably not. So I should probably just lot sell that,
Yeah.
And of course, like the first issue is worth a lot. So I could sell that one individually, or I could sell it in a lot with the lot. No, I don't know. I'm noodling over that too. These are decisions I'll make after I'm completely done processing and I know what I have.
There you go.
So I keep discovering, like, okay, well, I'm really close on this. I didn't realize how close I was on, like, Mind Management or The Massive. I should just go ahead and finish this run, because then it's worth more as a whole than in pieces. And these are probably easy decisions for most of you that are organized and have and know exactly what you have, or use like a CLZ database or something, and easily know what holes you have. And I used to be so good at this, Kyle. I had like Excel spreadsheets, and I'd have like a little tally sheet, Microsoft, or like Google Docs, and I'd track that and have that with me all the time when I was at a shop or anything, so I knew just what I was missing. Something happened. I don't know what happened in the last 5 years.
You just get too many books.
It just fell apart. My system fell apart, and it seems like it's just daunting. It's daunting. So I got to get it back to a place where I know what I have, can make some smart decisions on finishing runs, chasing things, and selling, and get to a point where it's a manageable collection. Now, long term, how many comics do I really want? I don't know yet. I don't know. I think I want hundreds of comics and not thousands and thousands of comics. I think it makes sense for me to keep.
Then you no longer want to speculate.
Well, could I speculate in a way?
Nope.
You didn't let me finish.
It didn't matter.
Could I speculate in a way that
Nope.
I don't hold for a long time?
No.
No. Yeah, gotcha. I can't do short-term spec. It's not worth it.
Nope.
Gotcha.
To an extent, there's a few things that you can hope to hit the hot, but you're going to have most of the stuff you're going to wait for the longs and the movies and the tail ends and stuff.
Yeah, you got to buy and hold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I appreciate all the feedback. I'll answer as much as I can, either on the Slack channel or Twitter or whatever, anytime you guys have questions. But I'll know more next week. I'm hoping next week I'll have some of the first checks come in, or communications via how much they're going to be, and the altering of grades and how that goes. And I'll share that with you. Because I know there's been some interest in other people that want to sell some of their collection as well, and I really don't want to steer you down that path if it's not a good choice. I think it's going to be a good choice for me, but we'll see. We will see.
So next week's podcast could be just a bunch of expletives and this is the worst thing ever. And...
Those sons of beaners.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dang them. Yeah, we'll see. I hope it's way better than that. And in the meantime, Kyle, orders have finished up. It's time for new previews already. We've
Yeah.
got the DC February previews out already?
That's
Is
right.
that?
February 2022, the shortest of all months soliciting comics. They go on sale April 2022. And there's already scuttlebutt over all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, we've got the cover is Flashpoint Beyond. So Flashpoint Batman searches for answers in a world that shouldn't exist. Right there on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Looks kind of interesting. What's some of the scuttlebutt, Kyle? Tell me.
Well, we'll get there and we'll
Okay,
chit
we'll
chat
get
with
there.
it as we go. I mean, once we hit, it's all around this Justice League cover
Okay.
and what's going on in the Justice League. But we've got a couple dozen pages before we get into that, really. So we'll just start at the top, and when we get to that, we'll deal with it in stride.
Yeah, it looks like we're dealing with a Shadow War continuing in Batman 122. We've got some connecting covers. They're all 1 in 25, so you've got to spend a significant amount of dollars to connect those 3 covers, which are nice. Um, don't know
So it looks like we got Ra's al Ghul, we got Talia, and we've got the Hand. A bunch of that stuff on that cover, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks like the 1 in 25, we've got a Deathstroke one, a Batman one, and a Robin one. So for all the different Shadow War stuff.
Yeah. And then Deathstroke 8 is part of that Shadow War, I guess, as well. So I haven't been reading that at all. I am reading the Batman series, so I'll have to make a decision on whether I need to jump over there to read that or just sit it out entirely or just read the Batman and try to piece the things together. I don't know.
There you go. And of course, Robin 13 being the third part of that, and the Shadow War Part 4 there. But the cover that jumps out to me on that one is the other variant cover there. It looks like a Crystal Coon cover there to the right. That is really cool.
The one that's in 3 segments?
Yeah, the 3-parters. That I think that's the best cover of all of them, I think, in my mind.
I like it very much. And Crystal Coon, is that a name that you recognize?
No.
Okay, me neither.
So, that's cool. But it's probably going to be on my list of some of these people whose covers I continuously drool over because it's stylistic, it's neat, it's a cool way to do it.
Well, I'd be curious, too, since it's listed as just a variant and not a 1 in 25. Is that just the cardstock?
It's not even, I was going to say, it doesn't even say cardstock or anything on it, so who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're getting Batman Beyond Neo Year #1. Did you ever read a lot of Batman Beyond?
No, I'm familiar with Terry McGinnis, and I enjoyed a few of the animated series thing. I think I read one version of some stuff from it. But being a Nightwing guy, I didn't stick as hard with it.
Yeah,
I've always thought it was weird, but I'm not a Future guy. I don't like Future.
Yeah.
Unless it's post-apocalyptic.
That's true. So Future State was a big miss for you.
I mean, I had characters that I could grasp onto a little bit more, so it wasn't as difficult, but for the most part, that's not where you're going to get me to follow.
Gotcha. I'm not never really connected with Batman Beyond, so no, it's not going to pull me in. In Batman Killing Time #2, this Tom King book, question is, who is the terrifying new villain called The Help?
The Help. Huh.
The Help. And I wonder if it was in the first issue or we're seeing him for the first time in this issue. But either way, we should probably have that.
Yeah, The Help. What happens when you call DoorDash and nobody shows up? Wow.
In Detective Comics 1059, it's the Riddler returns in the start of an all-new story arc. But more importantly, it features the enhanced cover with a 5th color neon green effect. The fifth collar, Kyle.
I was under the impression there were far more than 5 collars.
I guess in the 4-color printing process, this is a fifth color effect.
Ooh.
So it means something to somebody.
Is that like, instead of 3D, 4D?
It just looks like, it looks awful. But to me, I don't get it. But is it glow? Or is it just a neon that, I don't know. It's not great.
I mean, this is, we had the foil, now we have the, whatever this is.
Whatever this is. But it's just so, it just seems so out of place. Like, it just dominates the center of the cover, and I'm not really sure.
Well, now that I see it's a Riddler storyline, it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I guess we'll see it in print and see if it makes a difference.
Well, not if you don't buy it, you won't.
Yeah, that's true. If you're so turned off by this. We got World's Finest number 2.
Interesting.
See how that goes.
Beyond White Knight. Number 2. Sean Murphy. If you've been doing those, you already looking forward to this. Then we start talking about Flashpoint. Flashpoint 10th anniversary.
Flashpoint Beyond Zero is
the Flashpoint Beyond Zero.
And Jeff Johns is doing the writing on this. And Eduardo Riso on art. The world of Flashpoint returns after sacrificing everything to help the Flash put the universe back together and save Bruce Wayne's life. Thomas Wayne wakes up in a world he thought was no more. Forced to don the cowl once again, Batman prowls the streets of Gotham, searching for answers to how this world still exists. But what he starts to uncover will send him hurtling around the globe. The hunt for the Clockwork Killer starts here. Sounds interesting, I think.
The Clockwork Killer, eh?
Yeah, so we've got top-notch team. Jeff Johns did the original Flashpoint, which led right into New 52. And well thought of, well regarded. So I think this has a lot of potential to be great.
There you go.
What was the last thing that Jeff Johns did that we really liked?
I really liked his Aquaman run.
Yeah, but he also did that. What was the DC was it Rebirth?
He was part of the launch of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been the Rebirth. Which I kind of liked Rebirth.
So there's Flashpoint Beyond Zero, and then we have Flashpoint Beyond 1 as well. So this is a bi-weekly?
Well, it's on sale April 19th, and the other one is on sale 4/5. So yeah, it looks like every couple of weeks.
So we got 3 months of this because we got a 6-issue series. $6 a piece. That's not horrid. I'm excited to see what the variant cover by Zermanico is, just because it seems like a man named Zermanico probably does a dope cover.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Oh, he's doing the art for the whole thing, so never mind. He's the internals here as well.
Yeah. The Flash, the fastest man alive, number 1. They're saying read the prelude to the hotly anticipated blockbuster. So what is the Flash, the fastest man alive, the prelude to? Is it the prelude to? Well, it's at the end of the month. It comes out at the end of the month, so it must be another Flash relaunch or something that's coming after that. Is that how you read that?
Sure.
Not enough information for me.
So we're looking at the 2022 Flash movie.
Oh, that blockbuster. Gotcha.
Well, and that one's not expected till November of 2022. So it seems like we're 6 months away from that tying in necessarily.
Or is Batman? Batman's in April, right?
Yes, Batman's in April, so that could be exactly what it is, Duh.
Okay.
Or no, it's in March.
It's in March. Okay, so it's not it's not a prelude to that then.
So maybe spinning out of that, we'll get some, stuff. And I don't know, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. It'll probably be obvious to us.
Yeah. Okay, no, it says that if we'd have just read this, let's say, race through the streets of Central City in this lead up to the hotly anticipated blockbuster, The Flash.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it must have got its date moved.
Who knows?
If it's not coming out until November, it's going to be harder. This is going to tide you over for 3-4 months. I guess. Yeah. I guess it could. Sure, why not? Then we go Earth Prime #1. This is Natalie Abrams, Kelly Larson, and Camrus Johnson doing the writing. Clayton Henry on art. Spinning out of CW shows. It continues the adventures of your favorite heroes, focusing on a different Arrowverse series. Each issue focuses on a different Arrowverse series. I don't know. I don't know that I want to revisit those series.
Your reaction says everything we needed to.
I mean, I don't even watch them anymore, so
yeah,
I don't want to read them.
So, not for you, is what you're saying.
Probably not. No. All right. Wonder Woman gives another. We're finishing up Trial of the Amazons. Looks like part 5 on our march towards Wonder Woman 800. About 14 issues away.
I like the different symbols there. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, see that in the Trial of the Amazons Wonder Girl too. They're doing that. Those are interesting. So ties them all together, I guess, along with Trial of the Amazons. Okay, now we're at Death of the Justice League. Kyle, is this what we're talking about?
Yeah, Death of the Justice League. And, of course, everybody's talking about that variant cover there with the coffins as well. And, the thoughts on, killing off the Justice League or blah, 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 or how we keep doing this kind of thing.
There is no way. There is no way they're going to kill the Justice League. There's a Green Lantern right there.
Oversized special issue. Well, they all have...
multiple
people to pass the torch to. Oversized special issue superstar writer Joshua Williamson pens the beginning of the next big DCU event. It all starts here. A new dark army made up of the DCU's greatest villains has formed on the edge of the multiverse. The DCU's best and most powerful heroes are pulled together in an epic war to push the darkness back. But in the end, they are no match for it. That's right, you heard it here first. The Justice League are killed by the Dark Army, with only one survivor to warn the remaining heroes of Earth about what is coming for them. So, going down to our things, Aquaman, dead. Batman, dead. Superman, dead. Wonder Woman, dead. Lantern, dead. And then one of our other lanterns looks like Kyle there, or whatever. He's alive.
That's Hal.
Or Hal.
Yeah. Okay. Are we just going to take him off the board for a while? And isn't Superman already off-world somewhere? So it's not the Superman. Is it going to be Kal-El? Son of Kal-El that's going to... Jonathan? Is he going to be the Superman?
It looks like Jonathan's standing right off of Wonder Woman's casket there. In the,
okay.
Full back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this is just will be a short-lived, right?
These are the questions. Or is the next big thing after Flashpoint? You talked about Flashpoint leading into New 52. Is the next thing leading into let's focus on some of our youngers and kind of move on for a little bit, kind of thing.
Yeah, and this is the way to do it, I guess. To stop people from whining around, why can't we use the other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's dead, that's why. But, I mean, you can't. Who's replacing Batman?
I mean, one of my favorite runs of all time is when Dick Grayson replaces Batman.
That's one of your favorite runs of all time.
Well, that's all that really matters, Drew.
And I don't know, like Damian can't take the mantle. Nightwing's got his own stuff going on. He can't come back and be Batman again.
Why not?
I mean, I guess we don't have anything for Tim Drake to do. Was he alive? Did he die too?
He was in a bisexual relationship just 1 year ago, so I know he's doing something.
Was that official?
Yes.
Did that really happen?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't really have a Batman successor.
I mean, we have multiple Batman successors. I mean, I think that's Duke there, hidden in there somewhere.
You're saying just pick a Robin, any Robin.
Yeah. Roll a dice, hit a Robin, throw a zero.
And they can... Okay. I mean, Aquaman, we do have that.
We've already got 65 lanterns, so just hand one of them something.
Yeah,
Aqualad, what's the difference?
Yeah, we're okay with Aqua. We've got Jonathan, and then we've got like a Wonder Girl for... Yeah, okay. I think Batman's the problem, in my mind. I don't think there's a clear successor for Batman.
But like as with Marvel, we all think we're heading into the Young Justice League era of things.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in comics, but in the MCU, which I think will lead to comics being more the next generation of things.
Yeah.
DC, while it's dabbling in that with Jonathan and pick a Robin, it's always been meh, a half measure.
And is it just me being grumpy old guy saying I don't want new characters?
No, I mean, tried and true. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. They've been there. Why would there ever be a world where they aren't?
Why would you stop telling those stories?
Correct.
And yeah, I mean, I don't want to overreact. It's just a striking cover. It does say "death of." Mm-hmm. We take them at their word.
Should we have polybagged these?
But it does have an acetate cover.
Yeah. All right, how many? Could you please count the collars and tell me if there's a fifth?
Fifth color. No neon green.
All covers are cardstock, Drew.
Yeah.
All cardstock.
It was a $6 book.
$7 book.
$7 book.
48 pages, $7. They're pulling the old Marvel where they're like, you gotta have it.
You gotta have it. I mean, you're not gonna read this. And yeah, okay, cool.
And do you have to have the variant cover by Alex Maleev, Dan Jurgens, Norm Rappon, and Mikhail Yanin?
Yeah. Well, here it is. I guess we just answered our question. If you go down to Justice League Volume 1 Prisms, is that the new Justice League? Or is that just his...
This is Bendis's old air from 59 through 63.
Oh, okay. This is his stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
but,
so we won't know until next month what's coming, if anything.
Yeah, but I think you have to get that cover.
The coffin cover.
Yep.
What if it's 1 in 25?
It's not. Seeing how this one says 1 in 50, they're telling you the ratioed ones, and then they're labeling the other ones as variant. We already see the 1 in 25 there to the left of that, and we see the 1 in 50 down here. It's just it's one of the other regular variants. I think that's the Dan Jurgens, if I can.
So you think it's just $6.99?
Well, who says just $6.99? But yes.
Well, compared to $25.
Yeah, no doubt. But it's a cool cover.
Yep.
That's all I know.
Yeah, it is a cool cover. I like it. That'd be the one.
Back to Naomi next. We talked about that hardcover for Justice League, and now Naomi, the CW series.
Yeah.
So now we have issue 2 of the second set of that.
So I'm not selling my Naomi yet.
There you go.
I have held on to those for now until the series gets a little closer.
It's out.
Oh, is it out already?
Yes.
Oh, well, it hasn't popped my books. So I guess that's it then. Oh, it's already. I didn't realize it was already out.
Yes, it is out.
Well, my plan fell apart.
We shall see.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we are into the Sandman universe, Nightmare Country, and this is the weirdest cover I've ever seen in a long time. This is straight up Ice Cream Man covers.
Yeah, it's crazy. Why is James Tynion still doing new books?
I thought he was Substack.
I thought he was Substacking it. Makes no sense to me, but I'll take it. Give me a new character, Mr. Agony and Mr. Ecstasy. Is that one character? New character. That's
you appearance. And I podcasting
together. Yeah.
Oh, a 1 in 100 Jenny Frison cover for that too.
Long interview by James Tynion that I'm not going to read. But that is. So Nightmare Country. Nightmares walk the earth every night when you sleep. The Lord of Dreams chooses the path you'll follow into a Sylvan Elysium. Or down the hallways of your darkest fears, and sometimes if it's dreams will those nightmares escape those halls, go out into the world. It is not a choice he makes lightly.
So you like Sandman, and I like James Tynion IV.
I used to love Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Now I find it obtuse. I tried to read the last one, and I just couldn't pull it off.
JT4's got a heck of a big brain on him. I mean, what's the harm?
I mean, yeah, I complain about stuff like that, but then when I read Nice House on the Lake, I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Pretty good. We're going to get Sandman Facsimile for issue number 1. That's kind of cool.
There you go.
Because who was it Didio that hated facsimiles?
That sounds... Yes. Yeah, and then as soon as he went out the door, they're like, we're jumping on that train.
Yeah, we can start doing them again. I love them.
Well, we also have the softcover volumes of 1, 2, 3, and 4. These editions will feature new cover images from the Netflix series.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about the series.
$35 a piece, $5 discount for issue 1.
Yeah, I'm in to check it out.
Yeah.
I just don't. I remember, was it Sandman Overture? Where they went back, and I was like, oh man, it's
too late to go home.
It was beautiful to look at,
yeah.
but it was hard to comprehend for me.
Next, we have The Nice House on the Lake, number 8. The cover shows what it's like to go to the home of a smoker in 2022. Ruby. So, of course, our Rooster Teeth commodity. We are hardcovering Son of Kal-El, Volume 1. Oh, and we're back into the Midnighter. Very cool.
Yeah, is that collecting like the backups he was in, or is that just old stuff?
This volume collects all 12 issues of the Vigilantes 2015 series, as well as his reunion with his ex Apollo in the Midnighter and Apollo mini-series, where Midnighter goes to hell to rescue his partner.
Yeah.
We liked Midnighter. Crush and Lobo. This is, of course, Crush and Lobo 1 through 8 collected in a series.
Yeah, bunch of hardcovers, bunch of soft covers.
Yeah, nothing real crazy.
I think I dropping Batgirls, Kyle.
Are we into the tiny comics?
Yeah, we're into the tiny comics.
Batgirls could not keep you.
No.
The covers, they are simply covers with no substance.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. It's not connecting with me.
As we say all the time, you read a lot of books, and
Yep.
this now isn't one of them.
Now, Batman the Knight, I do not need another Batman book. And this is kind of a year one, early days of Batman, Bruce Wayne. And you're like, that's been trod over plenty of times, right?
Yeah, we know all about,
Yeah,
wandering, training.
So it's like
getting the crap kicked out of him.
Batman Beginnings, that sort of thing. And, but I read the first issue and I liked it. So I didn't want to. I didn't want to like it. I was like, I'm reading enough Batman.
Somebody taped you to a chair and flipped from page to page.
I thought, Chip Starsky, I owe it to Chip to at least read all his books. At least try them. And because he's such a good guy. And he was nice to me at a con. So that goes a long way. But yeah, I read it not wanting to like it because I don't want to read another Batman on my list. But it was really good, so I'm probably going to read it.
There you go. Batman, Catwoman number 11. We are penultimate on this long national nightmare. Almost.
My God. My goodness. How long was this supposed to go?
Can they just get a divorce and then we can go through the breakup phase?
I don't even think they come out regularly either. I don't even think they come out each month. Feels like they're late all the time. Is this Dark Knights of Steel? Is it a 6 or a 12? Do you remember?
It is a 12 issue and we are halfway home.
Okay, good. It was the other Tom Taylor that's over at Marvel. It's only 6, right?
Mm-hmm. Keep giving us Dan Mora covers. Keep giving us gothic Batman stories. Love Derek Chu's Harley Quinn covers.
Is that the main cover right there?
No, the main cover is Riley Rossmo,
which is also
Derek
good.
Chu is in the bottom right.
Yeah. The Derek Chu is great, but I really liked Riley Rossmo as well.
Very cool.
Who's doing this Future State Gotham 12 cover? That's Simon DeMeo. Very nice. One Star Squadron gets to issue 5. I read the first couple of these so far. They've been great.
Nightwing giving us 3 covers yet again.
Yeah, the nicest one seems to be the 1 in 25 to me, but I don't think I like the regular is the standard cover Bruno Redondo. I kind of like that. It's kind of nice.
I do too, with the little flash coming in going, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Not sure what's happening on Robin's number 6.
And since we can't zoom in, we'll never know.
Rogues number 2. Remind me what Rogues is?
You might think you know Gorilla City.
But these are all Flash Rogues?
Oh, this is the Captain Cold thing.
Yeah.
Came out.
Okay.
which is actually cool. I'm actually interested in that. So, art by Leo Max.
Suicide Squads, which I've kind of jumped out of that.
I am under so much pressure to watch Peacemaker. It's not even funny.
You're having pressure to watch it.
Yeah, so I have to jump it because I didn't do Suicide Squad, so I got to do that and then jump on this Peacemaker because I'm being told it's so good.
Yeah, I liked Suicide Squad. You never saw it. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I need to carve out some time for Peacemaker too.
Yeah, I'm being told really good things about it. And I just saw we have optioned 2 more spinoffs like that from DC.
It's HBO Max, right?
Yes.
Peacemaker. And so, do they do an episode each week?
Correct.
Good.
Everybody's doing that now. We are the days of binging are dead and gone.
Oh, I was so mad. Netflix, I think it's Netflix, dropped Ozark.
Yeah.
The final season. And I was like, yeah, gimme. You know the Netflix model. Here's your season. Enjoy. Binge away. They did half a season. And left it on a cliffhanger, and then the final half of that final season is probably going to be 6 to 8 months away.
Wow.
And I was so bummed. I was like, that's not how you do it, Netflix. You're not supposed to do it this way. That's not your model.
Yeah, and I was watching Legends of Vox Machina came out on Amazon Prime, and they did the thing where they dropped the first 3 and then go weekly. So I was just like binge through the 3 of them, and then I'm like, "Where's the rest?"
What is this called?
I have to wait. Legends of Vox Machina. It's the D&D thing I watched. They animated it. We talk about Critical Role a lot.
Uh-huh.
So this is Critical Role's first campaign in an animated series form. Not for children. The F word is every other word, and it's awesome.
Gotcha.
Task Force Z #7. I'm freaked out by the tombstone cover where the cowl is part of a skull.
Yeah.
That's not how life works.
Let's just say it's on top of the skull.
That's just a skull.
Yeah.
How does... That's bone...
I feel like I dropped this too fast now. This looks like a really cool issue.
Mm-hmm. And the Joker, issue 14, the final issue. 40 pages, $6.
Oh, okay. 14 is the final issue.
And we still have dope punch. There are so many good punchline covers, it's not even funny.
Is that the bottom one?
Yeah, bottom one. That Alcon and Belen Ortega cover.
That is great. I haven't even been reading the punchline backup in Joker, though. Been skipping it. I think that's it.
And here we have a lone Wonder Woman book, not part of any other of the Wonder Woman anything, thrown to the back of the previews in a tiny little thing left to die.
But yeah, the rest of the Wonder Woman was up top. Why is it stuck back here?
Here we have Evolution 6 of 8. Sink or swim, live or die. We're not even going to talk about you.
In the World of Krypton, I am not reading that. I read the first one. Not for me.
And yet another reminder on the back of our DC Connect, The Batman, March 4th. Carve out 3 hours of your life. It is the longest superhero movie ever.
We going to the theater for that?
Great question.
Yeah, I mean...
Great question.
That's a long time.
That's a... Yeah.
It's a long time. That's the place to see it, though.
2 hours and 55 minutes of sitting next to you.
Now that's a joy.
My popcorn will have been run out for 2 hours and 48 minutes.
I don't know that my bladder can do 3 hours.
No, we can't. We have to pee in shifts or bring your own Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to. I think I want to see it.
All right, I'll start talking to the wife.
Yeah, sometime in early March, we need to go before it gets spoiled.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, let's head on over. DC. Yeah, let's head on over to Cover Price and see what they got in the top 20.
Oh, top 20. We're going to start with 10. We're going to start with our good friends. Moon Knight number 3, the newsstand variant. From 1981, the greatest year in existence. This issue features the first appearance of the Midnight Man. CGC 9.8, $640. Oh. Catwoman 39, 1 in 25. The Sozomiyaki cover. Already at $167. A very good investment for your 1 in 25 on these. 27 copies still moving. Big numbers from this book.
Now, the Moon Knight guy that died, the actor, he was supposed to play the Midnight Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he did.
But was it completely shot?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, I wonder how much of that is in there.
This is most likely due to the tragic passing of French actor Gaspard Ulliel, who was playing the character in the Disney Plus series.
Yeah, so I wonder how big that role is. Does that character continue to another season? Probably not.
One thing I've learned from my job is we're all replaceable, and we'll figure that out next week.
Yeah, we're all replaceable. That's true.
At rank 8, Sandman number 10 from 1989. It was recently announced that actor Boyd Holbrook would be playing the role of Corathinian on Netflix's Sandman series. So that moved this. In addition, it is also recently announced that James Tynion is writing the new series Nightmare Country, which is based in the Sandman universe and centered around the Corinthian.
Who has the teeth for eyes? Gotcha.
That's just wrong. CGC 9.8, almost $700 friggin' dollars. Dang. At rank 7, we have Moon Knight 188 from 2017. While the Moon Knight trailer was met with positive reaction, many felt disappointed in the reveal of Ethan Hawke playing Arthur Harrow, a relatively obscure Moon Knight villain. So much so.
How did we know that? I mean, I watched it. How do we know that was Arthur Harrow? There were so many cult leaders in Moon Knight. I mean, well, maybe there was something that was telling and I missed. Okay, go ahead, Kyle. Sorry.
Only for true Moon Knight fans.
I guess. Better than me.
So much so that speculation began that he was another character in disguise, like Dracula. The other theories surrounding the cult-like scenes involving Harrow, leading many to believe he's either a pawn of the Sun King or possibly the Sun King in disguise. Regardless, the hope of the Sun King playing a significant role has made his first appearance in this issue trend up in a big old way. 41 copies moving. CGC 9.8, $550. We do not think this is the ceiling on this book, if anything like this actually turns out.
That's crazy. I got a stack of these bad boys. But
there you go.
We've got 6 episodes of Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
We know the Midnight Man's in there. We know Ethan Hawke is in there. I mean, how many more people do you think they can shoehorn into 6 episodes?
7 people. I mean, okay, let's use Hawkeye as an example. So we got our Echo.
Kingpin, yeah.
We got our Kingpin back in.
We got the sword guy.
Yep, we got the sword guy. We revealed Mockingbird as the secret identity as the wife.
Yeah. You're right. We've got a lot of stuff squeezed
so
in there.
You're going to get a half a dozen pops. So you're essentially going to get one dope thing per episode.
Yeah. Then we got White Widow.
Yep. We got some more White Widow. Exactly. And we got her to be told the truth. So we got all kinds of fun stuff.
There's plenty of room. Is what you're saying.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to say. At rank 6, Hulk number 3, the Tradmore 1 in 25 from 2022. After getting significant heat behind the God of Hammers, Donny Cates strikes again. So to catch folks up with this series, the Hulk has been split into 3 personalities. As described in the book summary, the Hulk's body has been turned into a starship. Banner's psyche pilots it from the Hulk's mind. The Hulk's psyche fuels the starship with his anger. While traveling through different dimensions, we're introduced to darker and more sinister threats that many are calling Black Hulk or Null Hulk. $90 for a raw copy of this 1 in 25. At rank 5, we've got a book that I'm looking at right now. Moon Knight number 1 from 1980. For the past several years, the highly anticipated Moon Knight Disney Plus series continued to push this first issue of his first ongoing series to a higher and higher market value. With the official first trailer finally released, this book's rise in price and surge 81 copies moving should surprise nobody this week. A CGC 9.8, $1,100, sir.
I got a couple of these, but I do not have a Night. I've read all.
I might.
I've read them all.
This beast might be a 9.8. This is a good looking copy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worth it, man. Right? You've got plenty, though, that are worth it, and you've never pulled a trigger on them. So
I am a big old wuss. Correct.
You need, like a discount. Like them to say, CGC 4, get 4 free or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or maybe more than that, actually. Some of the hot stuff that you're holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
But cool, of course, by the time you get it back...
that if the turnaround wasn't 6 months to a year...
Yeah.
It would be... There's something about that...
Yeah, it freaks me out. It freaks me out.
I'm not
the bottom could fall out by then. That's another reason why I'm selling is... Comics. The comic market is crazier than it's been since, like 92?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that it's going to continue for years at this fevered pitch. So I want to put a significant dent in my collection and sell.
So you can reinvest in NFTs?
So I can, I need to put down payment on a coffin to start that process.
We can build it. We'll just start.
Yeah, we'll build that. Get some pallets.
Hey, that's what I like. That's awesome.
Why not? It's sustainable, right?
That's exactly right. At rank 4, Strange Academy number 15, Humberto Ramos cover. While Gaslamp's first cameo versus first appearance is still being departed for issue 13 to 14, this issue officially gets the honor of his first cover appearance. And boy, did it sell well. 175 secondary market copies. Holy crap. 29 copies, or $29 for a raw. And that is a cool looking cover.
Gaslamp, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just jumped right out of Strange Academy. Didn't read it at all.
Gaslamp, not just your nickname in high school.
I don't even know if that's funny or a dig. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. At rank 3, we have Moon Knight number 7, the Raza variant. Wow, seriously, this was easily our favorite cover of the week. I kept sending you this in text form, Drew.
Yep.
Heck, since it's only January, we can even call it our favorite cover of the year. It's perfect, well-timed with Moon Knight heat. This was challenging to find in stores as copies were quickly snapped up by fans. Real fans. Drew, did you get one?
I have one.
Okay. 110 copies on the secondary market. $30 for a raw. And a good one to get signed. Because it's just cool looking.
Yeah. And does Raza do... I wonder if Raza does cons.
I don't know. Raza Con. At rank 2, Hulk 3, Ryan Otley cover. Black Null Hulk. We talked about it earlier. Craziness. $25 for raw on this one. Donny Cates does it again. And at rank number 1 from 1985, Moon Knight number 2. As noted, the most significant trend out of the Moon Knight Disney Plus trailer was around the confirmation that Ethan Hawke is playing the role of the obscure Moon Knight villain, Dr. Arthur Harrow. His first and only appearance was in this issue. It went for $1 and is now $185.
That's the greatest. I love that so much. Oh, man. This is so fantastic. Let me get on. That's my turn. I'm sorry. At rank 11, we have Moon Knight 188, the Bill Sienkiewicz lenticular homage. Got that.
You went heavy on that, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Plenty of those. And this has only moved 25 copies and only $150 for a CGC.
There you
go. Mockingbird #1 from 2016. Disney Plus series. Hawkeye series revealed that Clint's wife was once a key S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. While it wasn't noted directly, the number inscribed on the watch was 19, the number designation for Mockingbird. Despite no direct confirmation, this is enough to send folks chasing her key issues. So this one sold 22 copies and had a high sale of $36 for a raw. At rank 13, Venom #4, the David Yarden classic homage.
I yelled this from the rooftops.
You did. You did. I poo-pooed it and said we're all sick of those. Well, 49 people went out and scrapped it up for $27 for a raw copy on average. At rank 14, Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone #1. This is the first appearance of Lyra Bloodstone. It fell from the top spot last week by only selling 85 copies this time, with $20.76 as the average price for a raw. Rank 15, we have Thor #20. More God of Hammers, Mjolnir appearances. 91 copies of this continued to sell, and we're up to $32 for raws on this. Spider-Man 2099 #1 from 1992. Look at a stack of these. I can't believe these are still hot, but they are. 46 copies and a high sale of $264.50 for a CGC 98. No raw prices on that. I'd like to see what that is. Superman the Man of Steel #18 from 1992. This is something from Superman and Lois Season 2, Episode 2.
Yeah, this is our Doomsday cover.
Yeah. A possible upcoming appearance of Doomsday on the CW show. While it's not clear if he'll be similar to his comic appearance, fans quickly ran online to pick up 16 copies. Had a high sale of $155 for a CGC 98. So is this the first Doomsday was only in 92?
Yes.
That's how new he is? Okay. At rank 18, we have Star Wars #20 from 2016. This is more Black Chrysanthemum stuff. This is about the Scar, and Obi-Wan. 43 copies moving, $37 for raw. Venom #4, the John Boy Myers cover, comes in at rank 19. This is pretty new. John Boy Myers does good stuff. 33 copies sold, $40 for a raw.
I actually hate this cover.
Not a big fan, huh? And Star Wars Darth Vader #3 finishes us up at rank 20. This is based on the Book of Boba Fett Episode 2 with the Chrysanthemum appearance. And this sold 35 copies and had a high sale of $622.14 for a CGC 98. Now I gotta look at that Venom cover.
Yep, and in Book of Boba Fett, we're pulling in muscle. One of the people he's got to hire. Like, the very last thing we see is Aphra step in. I know it's going to happen.
You've got a feeling, huh? Is she a bounty hunter? Is she a mercenary for hire?
She'll do anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, she has her murder droids with her. I'm obsessed with the murder droids. Obsessed. We did get the
time, sir?
Yeah, we did get the FOC list just now. No no Eric picks. We did want to highlight the Shadow Man #6 exclusive again. That's the homage to the Catwoman cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I did call that number, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
That she's holding up. That is Cowabunga's phone number. James answered the phone, and I said, "No way! It really worked. That's amazing."
That's funny.
So yeah, well played, fellas. Good job. And I shared that with you all last week in the show notes, so something to check out. But now let's take a look at some of the other cool FOC items.
I'm overdoing the lunar distribution stuff, so let's look at things that are due on the 30th. And I'm going to talk about that Action Comics 1040, the Julian Totino Tedesco Saturday Evening Post looking one. And that is a cool looking one with the vintage outfits and all the cool things there.
That is kind of nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll resonate with people?
Yes. I just think it's a classic one. There's something warm and fuzzy about it. You got your OG Green Arrow outfit. You got your thick Superman. So,
why is it $6?
It's a cardstock variant, so there's your extra $1 on that cover B.
Is it $4.99 regular price now?
Yeah. Does this have a backup? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. You're killing me.
I apologize.
Cardstock gets an extra $1, doesn't it? Oh, God.
Aquaman, Green Arrow, Deep Target, #5, cover B. The Edgecore cardstock variant is neat. Not sure why you'd pose in front of a target, but it's very cool.
Do you remember when we had $2.99 DC Comics, and sometimes they do special stock covers, and you'd have to pay $3.99? Remember those days?
Yeah,
not that long ago.
Yeah, yes, I do.
And now we're at $5 and $6.
Yep.
That's sad. Kyle, your Aquaman #1 comes in an aqua teal blank cardstock.
I like it. I like a good.
You do
a poppy blank cover.
You do like a blank that people can sketch on for you.
Mm-hmm. There's our Derek. That's probably one of my least favorite Derek Chew Harley covers. It's not bad.
I haven't made it there yet.
My apologies.
You're too fast. Zipping by all these cool DC Vampires covers.
They're cool, but
you're moving on because you. Wow, look at that. What's going on with Detective? That's cool. Oh, that's great. Again, with Lee Bermejo, that's fantastic as well. I'm finally caught up, Kyle. Derek Chew, that's you don't like that?
I like it. It's my least favorite of the ones I've seen recently. He's hit some very good stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's not a knock.
Kyle, Hellblazer Rise and Falls in trade now. You skipped this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You missed out. It's really good. Do you need to read that?
Okay, so Tom Taylor. So this is just 3 issues.
3 issues.
Oh, that's right. And this was the black, black label one. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I loved it. Probably my DC book of the year.
Very cool.
Yeah, that Nightwing. It's tough. What is Pentagram of Horror? Oh, it's the Black Caravan Scout Comics imprint, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm afraid to even click on it.
It does look scary. Moving on. Gonna stay here with my superheroes.
That's right.
Where I'm safe.
Yeah.
Look at Teen Titans Academy. We're still doing Red X stuff, Kyle.
And we're murdering all of our dudes.
Yep. They're all dead. Justice League's dead. There's nobody. No, DC's got nothing.
We've got some cool Red X covers and stuff, so I mean, as long as he wants to keep going, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, keep him relevant because we were early adopters in the Red X Mania, so Yeah, I do want to
Thanks
catch
to
this.
Eric, I believe there was literally a book where Eric's like, "I'm just going to give this or add this to you guys."
You're buying this. Yeah, I think he's.
Yes,
I think.
exactly.
So sometimes retailers have to get tough with you, tough
That's
love,
exactly right.
and he just said, "You're buying this," and made us.
And we thank him for it.
That's all I had from those
I'm heading
guys.
over to Previews World, grabbing our image, and I would be remiss to say that Saga, this week was Saga Week.
Yeah.
It's been forever since we've had a Saga Week, and we now get to talk about a FOC Saga item as well, so just Saga.
And
Saga
you know
lives.
what? I didn't read Saga yet. I've been saving it.
I didn't either. I'm saving it too.
Saving it. I'm like, I don't know when I want to read this because I'm scared. I'm scared to read it. I don't want to be disappointed.
Well, I said I wanted to reread before I read, and I haven't reread.
Yeah,
so I haven't read. But now I'm just like, no, I don't know what to do.
I just think it's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it's read a comic and it's a kick in the balls.
Yeah. I'm scared to read it. It's so pathetic. Like, I'll read this instead. This looks fun. I want to read this one.
Give me Pentagram of Hell first. From Image Comics, we have Step by Bloody Step #1 of a 4-issue series from Drew's friend Cy Spurrier.
Ooh.
An armored giant and a helpless child. Together they cross an astonishing world brimming with beasts, bandits, and deadliest by far, civilizations.
I like
Cy
Spurrier
walking the earth itself forces them onward. The child can't ask.
I like Cy Spurrier when he's writing Crossed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I want.
You don't want him writing things that involve children?
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Pal, if you were doing a comic, would your first issue, would you have a blank cover variant for your first issue?
Yeah.
So that people could bring them to you for you to do sketches
on
on?
having I assume I would have a long and legendary career and
right.
I'd be signing at cons for the rest of my life. And
yeah.
A dope blank cover. Although, the last 2 times I've handed people blank covers, they've turned to page 1 and signed it.
Really?
Yes.
They didn't want to sully the cover?
They didn't. They wasn't paying attention.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think you need to give it to an artist. Because then they'll be like...
I think writers think that a blank cover is not for me.
Yeah, that it's a sketch. It's something that needs sketched upon. Yeah. I get it.
Drew, we have 5 Dark Horse options here.
I see 4.
I've got 2 Black Hammers, 2 Joy Operations, and an Orphan in 5.
I do not see the Orphan thing.
Nah.
So it must be on the list. Gotcha.
IDW, we talk about Star Wars High Republic Adventures #13. So I think this is their last mission. So this is IDW's last, and then IDW, of course, getting its license pulled for Dark Horse.
Yeah. Kind of a bummer. They did a pretty good job, right?
Yeah, I never had issues with them.
Made me some money.
Mm-hmm. They did what I asked of them.
Mm-hmm.
Down into our Marvel books.
Look at that Devil's Reign cover, man, from Moon Knight. Woo!
That is pretty dope.
Gross.
He looks good in orange.
Yeah, stuck him in jail. That's great. Oh, I don't know that I knew there were 2 covers for that. I don't even know if I ordered it. I don't think I did. Now that you mention it, I don't know that I caught that. Yeah, I would have got it during FOC. I would have picked it up.
Hey, this is FOC, not me.
Oh. Okay. I don't think I ordered this during the pre-order cycle then.
There you go.
Now I can get them both. Okay. Thank you. for holding my hand through the FOC
You're welcome.
process. I appreciate that.
So what I need you to do is I need to write that down and say, Eric, we're going to need to make sure we've got this.
I can do that. FOC those. 2 Devil's Reigns.
There you go. We have Hulk number 3 with a second print of the Ryan Otley cover there.
Don't love it.
Don't either. Don't take this the wrong way, but I've never fallen in love with the Ryan Otley cover.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. It's just not my thing.
Oh, and then we got 3 Moon Knight covers. Pinosian Carnage Forever variant. Bluck, but I'll get it anyway. I love the Simons variant. Them sitting in the Crescent Moon. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the standard cover is fantastic as well. Getting all those.
Doing it.
Yep.
Strange number 1. Jed McKay. Looking for more information on this title? In future issues of Marvel Previews. They're not telling us a darn thing about it.
Yeah, this could be something, right? This is her first cover appearance, right? As Strange, so this could be something.
So she gets her first Scotty Young cover.
But we don't... Oh, there it is. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I was so tempted last week on that Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty Young. After you pointed it out with this Razor
the
scooter.
Razor scooter.
That was great. I almost pulled the trigger on that. I might have. I'm trying to think now. Was it or not? My brain is mush.
Talked about this a few times. What if Miles Morales, the Kari Andrews, of course, being the cover I've gravitated towards the most as something that during the Miles heat you may just want to have because.
Yes, you were really enamored with this. A lot more than I was, but I can see the appeal now.
Yeah. X-Men Legends number 12. Boy, I love Nightcrawler. So that Carlos Gomez cover is really nice.
Where am I looking? Where am I looking for that? Oh, there we go. It's bottom. Then on to
Dynamite.
various scantily clad ladies, both real and imagined, on the covers of Purgatory and Barbarella and Sonya.
All good things. Boom Studios' all new Firefly. Number 1. The new creative team of rising star writer David Buher from Kanto and artist Jody Perez, Queen of Bad Dreams, kick off an all-new shiny direction for the crew of the Serenity. Captain Kaylee leads the crew on a heist that proves too much for their moral code, but when mercenaries steal the relics away, it turns into a recovery mission. I am dipping my toe back in, Drew.
No way.
Telling you right now.
To Firefly?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
And I really like the Ethan Young B cover with the old-timey wanted poster.
Yeah, I think that's the one to have.
Yep.
We have Killer Affairs of State, a 6-issue series by Max on the writing and Luke Jackaman doing the art. And this is a returning series. So the killer was something that already happened. And it's going to be a David Fincher film. So I'm a big fan of David Fincher. So
There you go.
I'm all over that.
He didn't do Fight. Did he do Fight Club?
Yep.
Did you just hear about what China did to Fight Club?
No.
They censored the end of Fight Club so that the police win.
Okay.
So if you watch Fight Club in China, the ending is completely different.
Interesting.
And society is not taken down. It's so crazy. House of Slaughter number 5. We talked about blank covers that I love. This is a blank cover that I love as well.
Where am I looking?
House of Slaughter number 5 in Boom.
Oh, I didn't even recognize that was a blank cover. It's black.
Yeah. And some of our smaller publishers. Of course, you're loving to say Cat Shit Volume 3, number 2 of 3.
It's no goddamn.
Follow Me Into the Darkness. A lot of covers on that Follow Me Into the Darkness from Behemoth. Or Behemoth, as you like to call
it. Is that what I say? Did I say Behemoth?
You do.
I don't think I do. I don't say Behemoth?
You waver. I've heard you say Behemoth.
Really? Yeah, that does sound like me now that you mention it. I could flip-flop. Till My Knuckles Bleed looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to pick with my head or my heart today on this FOC. I really
I'm not going to do another Saga book, even though I want to just say, keep buying Saga. I talked about my love for this Firefly, and I'm jumping on that one, so there's an option there. I talked about this What If Miles Morales.
Yeah.
We've got IDW ending its Star Wars run. You need to pick up the last one.
I'm going to let you break my tie.
Okay.
It's either Moon Knight 9, the Simons, in the Crescent, where he's sitting in the Crescent Moon.
Yep.
Or it's the Devil's Reign Moon Knight, where he's in jail.
I'd say you go with the jail.
Really? Because it's a more minor title.
Correct.
I don't know if it's going to be as sought after.
Correct.
Okay. I mean, scarcity-wise, there's going to be less of them.
And I'm going Marvel with you as well. I'm going with What If Miles Morales, the Kari Andrews cover.
What If Miles, the Kari. Fantastic.
All right, we've talked about what's going to do things in the future. Let's go to our good friends at comicbookinvest.com. We are looking at their Hot 10 list for January 28th, 2022, and we're going to start with their number 1 item, Black Panther, number 3, the 1 in 25 Taran Clark variant. This escalated quickly to over $200, having a somewhat mainstream comic site suggest Toshin is the next Miles fueled the fire. But this is an extremely long reach. The regular and B covers are also doing fairly well. At rank 2, we have Deathstroke Incorporated, number 5, the Nathan Zerdy 1 in 25 variant, over $125. Can't keep up with all these 1 in 25s that are popping over $100 after release. This reminds me of the good old days 7 years ago. Zerdy has a lot of covers out there. Will people be looking to go back and get those? I'm excited about number 3. We have New Teen Titans Annual number 2. The good old George Perez cover. 9.8s are over $325. 9.6 is over $200, which are both all-time highs. People seem to really love this Peacemaker series, and Vigilante is a part of that. This once again makes people scratch their heads. Why can DC do TV but seem to fumble on movies?
Clarification, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't have chosen the Simons variant because it's a 1 in 25.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, good call.
Yep. At rank 4, Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond. And number 1, Adam Hughes 1 in 50, $120 or more dollars. Hughes doing a high ratio cover is always a no-brainer. Throwing a little humor on the word bubbles is a plus too. I kind of miss having the dialogue covers. This is selling for almost twice what the Momoko is at half the ratio. At rank 5, Thor number 21. 1 in 25. Over $70. Not going to get into the weeds here with this whole God of Hammers first full appearance or regular appearance or whatever you want to call it. The main question you should be asking yourself is, do I want to invest in a Kate's character that has authority over the tool shed?
I don't know that I can stand this guy.
At rank 6, we have new X-Men, number 23 from 2006. $30 to $40, thanks to Van Denby for making me aware of this one. First appearance of Neziho Abiemi, a.k.a. Gentle. What a terrible name. That is him on the bottom right of this week's number 1 book. At rank 7, all new Ghost Rider number 1. $75. Amazingly, this character still carries weight. Marvel has now kind of changed Reyes' Ghost Rider, meaning more powerful. Anyways, with all other main characters in the past 10 years being over $100 for first appearance, why are we not there with this one yet? At rank 8, we have Duel number 1. Curtis Martins with Alex Cormack on art. $15 to $20 from a tiny indie publisher. See if this continues up or crashes back to earth. This is what tends to happen in these types of books. Don't be confused, though. This is not an Alec Baldwin cover. At rank 9, we have Swordmaster 12. It was cover price. Now it's over $30. Last issue, very low print run. We get the appeal. Believe us, we are the one guy that actually likes these types of books. This should have been a slow riser, though, which makes them think it's a little shady. If you like low print last issues with MCU possibilities for Jessica Jones 18, Patsy Walker 17, or Unbeatable Squirrel Girl 8.
All solid.
Mm-hmm. At rank number 10, we have Mouse, A Survivor's Tale, number 1 from 1986, Art Spiegelman. Prices and conditions are all over the place, but the sheer volume of sales has caused this to jump on the list. Why would a book from 1986 all of a sudden have hundreds of sales? Controversy over its inclusion in a school library. We will not discuss whether that is right or wrong, and most of us won't live in the area to even form less than myopic opinion. This is a list of sales data only, and this, as one of comics' most highly acclaimed books of all time, is making our list.
Never read it.
Yep. I've heard of it.
Yep.
And honorable mentions Batgirl, number 35, the second print from 2014. $30 to $40. This is a great cover, not all that easy to find, and the purple second print definitely pops. John Brown of Trade Up Comics let me know that this costume, which is new in this issue, is what is being used in Batgirl's movie. And this, of course, is the selfie cover, which I have all of.
Oh, we were big fans of this, yeah. But I didn't realize this is the... You said this is the second print?
That with the purple on purple is the second print that we're looking at there.
Huh.
And the other honorable mention, Tales of Horror number 8. 2 sales this week. A 3.0 sold for $1,350 and a 5.0 for almost $8,000. If there were a snake that large, I'd seriously consider hijacking the next Elon Musk flight out and into space.
Did we know there was a Batgirl movie?
Yes.
And when is that happening? And
I don't know the date on it.
It's like in theater movie? My researchers on it. My crack team of researchers are checking it as we speak.
Yeah, it's this year too.
Really? So we're going to do Batman and Batgirl same year?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. All right.
This is because remember this is the one that Michael Keaton's playing Bruce Wayne in, and
no, yeah. I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, because we got the Leslie Grace stuff from this one.
Huh. Golly, I lost that bit of information. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I saw this was on one of my news blurbs that popped out. I could see. I saw the picture of it, but I never equated it to that cover. But as soon as that's been said, it makes sense to me. I can send you a picture of that cover when we're done here. I guess it's kind of based off that.
Okay.
So, should be pretty cool. But that is the end of our Hot 10. So, Drew, I think it's time to run into our sneak peek at next week.
Yes.
This is where we talk about the books coming up in your local comic shops this coming week. And we tell you which ones to run into your shop and make sure you get. Let's start with our good old DC items because we got some good looking books coming up. We're over at Lunar Distributions checking those out, and I am immediately looking at these Arkham City, The Order of the World books.
Yeah, they look pretty good. It's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty creepy.
Pretty creepy.
There's a good Dark Knights Harley as a Jester cover that's very nice. Good Dark Knights of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm most curious about the Monkey Prince.
And actually, that is Harley as a bard, not a Jester.
Whatever.
Monkey Prince.
Monkey
yes.
Prince intrigues me. It's like a character I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Asian character? I'm guessing. Is that right?
Yep.
And so I'm wondering if it's going to not sell at all, and be low print run, and I should have a copy, or B, it's going to catch fire and people are going to want it.
Any character that they put in Jordans or low top Jordans will sell. And they have put this character in knockoff low top Jordans, similar to Miles Morales. Pick up yourself some Monkey Prince.
You think. And used to, the old saying was that if you put a gorilla on the cover, that comic will sell.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't quite a gorilla, but
yeah.
It's a Monkey Prince, but
limited series.
It is limited series. I believe this would have to be his first appearance, right? Is there another appearance of Monkey Prince in the history of DC Comics that I don't know about? I don't think so. So, I think there's an opportunity here.
Yeah, the character whose real identity is Marcus' son first appears in the anthology one-shot DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian Superhero Collection #1.
Which was just like a couple years ago.
And that was the one that's already blown up because it's got like 55 first appearances in it.
Yeah. Gotcha. First cover then.
Nope, he's on the cover of that too.
Damn it. Well, it's like the Hawkeye #1's experience.
True. The new hotness has been to grab the first of the first solo series.
Yeah. So there's an option. I don't know that it's going to catch on, but
yeah. Other than Monkey Prince, I don't care about anything else in DC.
All right, that's enough then.
Over to Previews World. February, the second items, Groundhog Day. Just go to your comic shop every single day. Forever. Geiger 80-page giant #1. $8. Oh.
Wow. And lots of covers, man. Jeepers sucks.
When your team's that good, you can do all you want with covers.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Nita Hawk's Nightmare blog #4, the Saturday Evening Post cover B, is great. Absolutely great. Jason Sean Alexander. That is so good.
You are a big fan of these.
I am. They just warm the cockles of my heart.
Wow. New Masters. That's the Shobo and Schaff deal. I keep forgetting what that is. Yes. Don't know that that's going to be resonate with anyone.
Yeah. Nigerian brothers Shobo and Shaf present New Masters, a groundbreaking blend of science fiction, adventure, drama, and vibrant Afrofuturism.
Yeah. The official Image Timeline one-shot. That might be fun.
Yeah, just in time to celebrate Image Comics' 30th anniversary. Image archivist and co-founder Jim Valentino details the company's history, warts and all. Blah, 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 Walking Dead Deluxe. Blah, 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 nothing in Dark Horse.
Well, what about Manor Blackfire in the Blood? That do anything for you?
From the creators of Harrow County and the Sixth Gun, which is Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt, comes the next chapter of this gothic horror fantasy about a family of sorcerers in crisis. The powerful and ancient blood sorcerer Roman Black has taken a young fire mage under his wing after she has done the impossible, taken her magic house's totem spirit inside herself. But the totem is powerful and may be impossible to control, especially when Roman's children begin to see the young mage as a threat.
That's pretty good. That sounds pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
you know?
Good old Cullen Bunn.
Yeah, not too bad. IDW. What do you got for us? Nothing.
A neat looking collected version of Turtles, but other than that, nothing.
Yeah.
Down to our Marvel books.
This is the Fantastic Four event, Reckoning War, Alpha. Who knows what's going to be in there? Could be some interesting stuff, but we got a first Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm. So if you thought Wolverine ripped you off, say hello to his brother.
We're going to do a Savage Spider-Man.
I think this is the dumbest thing ever, but I love Joe Kelly, so who knows?
Are you talking about Savage Spider-Man?
Yep.
We're throwing a lot of covers on it, so we're excited about it.
Yeah. Joe Kelly can write some good humor stuff. He's some of my favorite Deadpool. So maybe.
Yeah, maybe. There's the Star Wars Halcyon Legacy, number 1 of 5. You flip-flopped a couple of times on this?
No, I flip-flopped on Crimson Reign. Halcyon Legacy I don't care anything about, but I'm going to pick up this one.
You still didn't... Okay. You maintain that you don't care about that one. All right.
Yeah. Okay, Ethan Sachs, The Voyage of the Greatest of All-Star Cruisers. As the legendary Halcyon embarks on a momentous cruise, the ship heads towards a confrontation with the First Order. We are literally taking Star Wars and making it Star Trek, and it's just weird to me.
Yeah.
But what secrets from the High Republic era can help the passengers' crew? Blah blah blah. But you got a Wookiee with a dope lightsaber on the front, so can't beat that.
that trumps everything else.
Yeah. But I still have to get my Crimson Reign number 1 because there's a possibility that she'll show up in shows.
Yeah. Now the excellent is Peter Milligan and Mike Allred. So if you like Allred's art, you like it. If you don't, you really don't. It really is kind of polarizing to people. Mm-hmm. This is, I don't know if this is kind of like a lighthearted comic, or is this like a serious superhero team? Looks like it's more funny than serious, I'm thinking.
Sure. Down into Dynamite.
Yeah, not enough to really hook me, for sure.
You know me, I can't do all red.
Dynamite giving us some Red Sonja. Little else.
I like.
What do you like?
Am I?
And nothing until we get down to the Archie Valentine's Day Spectacular.
Ooh.
Only $2.99. Way to go, Archie.
Hey, there you go.
Bonnier Aromatic #1 from Keen Spot is
Classic Keen Spot.
the aromatic Bonnier the Aromatic. I mean, this is an English language comic book debut, so that must be how it was translated. Translated to Bonnier the Aromatic. Because otherwise, I don't think you would choose that as a title. But tons of covers, some risque covers. I'm assuming this is like anime in origin or manga in origin. No. Where's it come from?
Beats me.
Anyway,
Japanese today.
Interesting. Has some potential. Dark Red gets a one-shot Where Roads Lead. Must have done well enough that they're going to revisit it.
Yeah. Tim Seeley continuing to write for Aftershock. That's awesome.
Primo's #1 from AWA. This is Al Madrigal. We talked about that a little while ago. I think Al Madrigal's pretty funny, so might be good.
There you go. Primo's #1 from AWA Studios. Oh, that's what you just talked about. That's the Al Madrigal book.
Yep. You never listen to me.
I heard you say Al Madrigal, but I forgot the title. Speed Republic from Ryan Lindsay. That's a Mad Cave book for fans of Cannonball Run and the Hunger Games. Okay, Drew. It's time for your pick of the week. What is the one book to make sure you run to your local comic book shops, snap up, and it's, well, if you're going to pare your collection down to 100 books, what's worth making it into your collection?
I said hundreds.
Oh, okay.
That could be 900.
There you go.
I'm going to try to get out of the thousands. I think that's a fair thing to try to do. It's not crazy.
No, it's not. It's some would say it's reasonable.
It is reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, though. I've got thousands and thousands and thousands still. So, anyway, I'm going to choose Monkey Prince, #1, cover B, the Stanley Art Germ Lau cover.
Are we really picking 4 Marvel books?
That's DC.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. Because I'm going Star Wars Galactic Sergeant or Halcyon Legacy #1, just because it's a #1 book from Marvel or from Star Wars, and you just have to.
Halcyon. You're picking 2 Marvel books. I'm doing big 2 too. So
there you
go. So that says something as well. So.
We're bought and paid for. I apologize.
We are shills for the man.
That's right. Cut your Penguin Random House checks too, comics for fun. Oh, speaking of cutting your checks too, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com. Comics for Fun and Profit. We thank you guys for lasting till the very end of the podcast. Thanks for following Drew and myself through our sneak peek at next week. We appreciate you for Drew and for myself. See ya.